yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it because mainly I don't like standing here for too long for one, and for two, it's just a lot of time to actually just try and get an intro going. So yeah, let's just get into a race mode here. So I don't really have a set course due to I moved home stables, and so I'm just gonna go in whatever order I decide to go in. So yeah, so this is probably going to be just a little bit interesting. And so right now I'm in Hollowwoods, which is pretty much a forestry-like area, doing the races there. Very kind of weird. So it's just interesting to see how the graphics are, especially it's very low. That way I don't get very much lag, as I don't want a whole lot, but at the same time I don't want too much either, due to the fact that if I'm going to be doing champs today, probably be sometime soon, depending on when champs start, normally on Saturday, so yeah, it's gonna be timely and more fashionly, so this is a, this is better than I was doing this morning, trying to get tracks down and stuff when I was racing on a horse I have not ridden since I bought it. So I just thought I'd ride it, see how much safe I may be before jumping and stuff, since I've never ridden that horse before, so quite interesting. Same time, it's very weird turning around. So it's quite, I guess, in a way, good for the fact. So it kind of helps clear the mind a little bit, so you're not over exaggerating everything or just having one of those days where you pretty much just don't know what you want to do, you just know you want to do something. So yeah, and well, this is well, the sun is kind of crazy too. So I'm just gonna come back to that checkpoint. That was way more closer to the line than most. Oh, oh, did not even see a jump there due to the bushes. And this is pretty much just in a checkpoint, so I'm finding them. It's interesting. Okay, fully weird colors. I'm just gonna get on the end. Don't have to care how. Just gotta get them, so that's free. That's gonna stop me either way. We'll just see here. Oh no, there's no actually. Okay. I'll get in with the soul riding turn a little bit and explain that more once I get there, but yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Very much affirmative to how you're going to set something. It takes a lot of strategies and strategic ways of doing and sure, however you turning in and going back in one direction and then heading back the same direction you just came from would be a little bit over exaggerating, especially if it's just in a triangular form. So let's hope I don't hit this tree. No, close enough. quite, have some things with it. I'm actually riding an old model horse, the Arabian Thoroughbred, as they have called them before. So, which is also a Generation 1 horse, so it's quite interesting. Well, I can't really say interesting too many times. Hello. No, mom's still sleeping there. I just don't want to wake her up when I was doing this stuff, so yeah. And, well, yeah, so this is Generation 1 horse. And these two trainings seem to be pretty easy today. Catching the runner. So, yeah. So you guys will probably see this runner here zip off in a total different direction here in a little bit. Does it a couple times. You just gotta try and keep up with it and keep along with it like that. Um, so okay, so it's really timely with this and takes a lot of patience and dedication, especially if you want to get that first, which is 120,000 points. Luckily, I am only, let me see, 70,000 at 120,000. Not very many points away from it, but not too much. It's still quite a lot, probably like 80, 70, 80,000 maybe, or maybe even 60 at this point. So it's going to go by 10 every time until you get to 100,000, then it's just going to be going here to here. So you get here, it's going to go up a little ways. Once you hit 90,000, that's when it gets to, once you hit here, then you have to get 20,000 more once you get the horse. So it's really interesting to see. And the horse is actually over here. This is the horse that you get for free and actually get to name it once you get it. So it's quite interesting to just see the details on it. As in, there's the eyes. I don't know what I want to feel about the eyes, but the details within it is cute. Like, it almost looks realistic. Like it's got some shaved patterns into it, especially with this horse design right here. Kind of see a horse symbol rearing, and then it has some circle-like details around it. And it got a little bit of rings there, and it's got a braided mane and this really braided tail. It's really interesting. So, yeah. Just thought I'd point that out. And as you keep going, you get these rewards, which I don't know what to think of some of them. I personally think they should add more to it than just what we're already getting due to the fact that, I mean, yeah, these lore books are full and stuff, but I'd like to see SSO expand out more with their rewards and items that you get from these quests and missions and or quest missions and or um, your hunts, I guess you want to call those, where you have to go out and search for these things like So let's see here. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So like one time we had to find 100 spiders, then we had to do Catherine's memories. There's quite a few of those. And we just now have these 20 donkeys, which is very interesting. Of course, they call them miniature donkeys, but they look microscopic, so it's quite weird to see how much SSO expands on the creativity. I'm kind of hoping for some more quests as being at the same level like almost all the time is kind of annoying. Oh, that's nice. All I have to do is jump in. Okay, represents the stars. It's over here. Of course. We're just gonna have a little bit of dislodge fest here at the same time. Okay. So let's do some. Oh. Okay, so it's here. Okay, this one's just gonna just stop me at the end, so yeah, that was quite weird. So I'm probably gonna be talking about a different game now just for a little bit to kind of ease up the same subject over and over again. So I must say I'm almost done with the CR edit. However, there is some things I still want to readjust and change. Main reasons being that it's quite it's been taking me a long time, but there's some things I still don't agree with as a content creator, video editor, sort of thing, creating videos, stuff like that. There's some things I just don't agree with, so I might go back up and switch a few things, tweak some things around a little bit before uploading. And so it's quite quite weird, but I think it'll turn out to be a good video for those who seem to be liking that game or just having an interest in watching Clash Royale in general. For some of you that don't know the game, it is a mobile game, pretty much almost like a card game, but only it's more creative in a sense. You have these tanks, your offense, your defense, and I guess what some could consider the helpers of some sort. I don't know exactly. Um, then you got these three towers. Then you got the enemy's three towers. So the towers you're going to be going after throughout the game, which is quite interesting. Which is actually quite fun, but most of the time I normally think that it sometimes gets very rageful, especially as you go up in trophy level. For reason being, there's also these arenas as well that you have to go through, and in a variety of levels of different people. I believe the highest you could probably go is level 13. I do not know for sure. But yeah. So it's interesting for that game. Reason being, I pretty much just play it because of a great, I don't know, he means so much to me. I'm not even gonna lie. He's like family, so great brother, little brother, I should say. My heart, my best friend. So, pretty much interesting as to everything else. I may put his channel in the description below as he records that type of game. And he's also really interesting to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it in stream due to the fact that I do not want him knowing. So I'm kind of secretive around that. But yeah, it's very interesting to watch him and see the different strategies, different decks. Yes, I said that. Okay. So it's quite entertaining. Makes it fun because you just don't know if you're gonna want to lose a battle or not, or whatever you may be doing at that point. Maybe climbing up in the global tournament, global ladder, whatever things. Global ladder, I should say. Climbing up the ladder. I guess they call it a global tournament. I don't know much often anymore, I have not played it in quite a while. So yeah, um, some of the things he pulls on me at times is quite funny. Other times I'm just like, what, why? But it's all a lot of fun and games, to be honest. So I'm not really gonna say anything much to that. And I just went the wrong way. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain. They're pretty much people in game. They kind of do spark my competitive side, especially my good, especially my family. So, well, not family, my family by heart, I should say. So yeah, it make it fun for one, and like no less, it's just it comes at times you just don't expect it, which makes it more enthusing. Is that the word? I'm gonna say enthusing. I don't know if that's actually the word or not, but I'm gonna say enthusing. More than most, you just have these random players you just go up against, and it's just like, why? Because some of these players actually have maxed out cards, and it's just like, why? So trying to fight them off is just crazily weird, but it's not morally based on the card placing. Well, it's not really, I mean, not card placing, so it's card levels. It's morely based on the placing and where you put it down at. Pretty much the skill level of that game. Um, and how well you can defend your towers, and how well you can play offense, pretty much. So, like I said, skill level. It's interesting. Oh my gosh, stop it. This game is messing up so bad. Okay, oh, just a second. I'm gonna have to do it this way. I just wish there was more to do. Oh no. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, okay, so it's just quite interesting to see me emoji market because I'm failing a lot right now. Oh no, okay, I just hope I can get this before. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to make that one. So, that works. Interesting, but yeah, anyways, back to the Clash Royale topic. It's quite a fun game, although I don't play it often or a lot, as some people would know. However, it was something new for me to try, I guess, and it kind of, I guess it kind of sparked my interest into it. So it was something new, gave me something more variety to look into. And it was just one of those types of games where you could pretty much just test your skills and to how well you can do something, or just kind of make a more strategic way of how you're going to make it through, or just have that surroundful way of everything of things, and it's quite amusing because it's just like it's quite amazes me as well. Mainly just that fun topic for you to set your mind into, set your own strategies, set your own ways into it, and kind of test it and rethink on some things, if that's a good way to put it. It's really mind blowing, especially for me because it's just like, whoa, this game. Like when I first went to try it, it was mainly because my friend wanted me to try it, and well, so I did. Well, not now brother by heart, but yes, so I did finally a little while later. It took me a little bit, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll break down to try it. So I finally broke down and tried it, which was quite interesting. Trying to learn to play it though was definitely something else. Um, but I never really had like offense defense tactics, so it's quite so trying to learn it was just quite interesting, and it was just one of them games where it was just like, oh hey, we're gonna try this, and it's like can't use one card too much. You kind of have to keep it at an even balance. I want to say. I just need one more. Oh, now I just need one more. Okay. So it was quite interesting. And most of all, it was more challenging kind of gave a little bit of a background experience to new things, trying out different things as well. That's similar. So it was really something I'd like to try playing in the future once I get everything just settled out in my mind, flow better than it has been here lately. As for some of you may know. Um, so yeah, it's quite, I must say, I can thank that person so many times, but it just sometimes feels like just a thank you is never enough. Feels like there's gotta be more to it than just a thank you, because really, I'm gonna be stuck here in a minute. Yeah, really, it's just more likely. I don't know. I guess you just kind of they kind of deserve more better than just a thank you, as if words weren't enough to just explain it, how much you appreciate something. So it's quite very well explanatory in itself. The expository of all it though is something to be desirable. Um, it was honestly one of the funnest games, one of the greatest games I've tried. Funnest is not a word, by the way. It's one of the more fun games that I've actually ever gotten to try. Because it gave a challenge. It was more likely one of those times where you get competitive and there's all these emotes. It was just like, it was a brilliant thing to have tried, I'm not gonna lie. Brilliant game. It kept me going, it kept my mind running into a function. So like, oh, what am I gonna do to block that, or what can I put down to attack a tower more easily? Kind of gets you into the mindset, kind of like self-defense mode almost, but it gets you into the mindset of either help helping your tower, I guess, kind of defending it, or offensing it. And so it kind of gets you into the mindset of courage and bravery and false accumulations. So it also gives you a point to actually try better too for next time. Just kind of go back and see things that you may have or could have done better. So it's really something new. So something new for me. It's not like SSO or AO where you just race with these people where you get to talk to them or just socialize. It's more likely the fact that it gave a better sense to it. I mean, yeah, you can socialize on Clash Royale too with your clan and stuff, but it gave more of a purpose into it, like gave more of a reason to be, I guess what some may say, addicted to it. more valuable in a sense. It was really interesting. And it was really nice to see the different types of battles and arenas and what you can do to keep getting better at something. Unlike here, it's just like, oh, I mean, yeah, you can set new high scores and stuff, but it's not as interesting as it would be in Clash Royale. So I'm not gonna be honest. It's not as addictive. I mean, yeah, you can adapt to it and try it, but most of the time it's gonna be all the same stuff over and over again. But on Clash Royale, it's just something you see different types of decks, and it's just like, oh hey, that's something new to try, or oh hey, this is something new. Because on here it's just the same race, the same champs. We need some new updated things, maybe even new horse, and it's just like, okay, this is kind of getting quite boring, but it's something to do if you want to go off on your spare time. But Clash Royale mainly would have been my spare time game if I wanted to do something. It would have given me more time to just relax and pretty much enjoy the little things that's on the game, rather than just looking at the big picture and judging it from that way. Because it's, first off, who knows what you would know about a game for one, and already judging it by how it looks or the theme of it and what it is. It's just weird in a sense to just start judging it automatically from the big picture. So it's quite so it's quite in that aspect what some would consider, oh, wrong movement. So jump right there. But yeah, quite in that aspect to where you're either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it, but at the same time, it's gonna get you more into new forms and ways of something, I don't know, differential, something that you can snap at and kind of work on more, I guess you can put it. So it's quite interesting to see. Well, I'm not going to say interesting a lot more. It's quite entertaining for the fact that there is new things. There's new ways of trying something. And also the creative names that some people can come up with is quite a variable to keeping it more, I don't know, not really exciting, but eye-catching maybe, if that's how it's put. Kind of catches your eye a little bit, and then foreseeing what could become or what you may create next is quite persuading. So it's really, all in all, there's pros and cons to every game, but all in all, I think Clash Royale, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hate to admit this. Clash Royale is probably my favorite game off of mobile and PC. Although it is laggy on my PC, it's quite. Main reason being Clash Royale gave me more of an opportunity to look at things better, see things more with strategy, and have like a set mind skill set. And it also gave me something new to try as well as it did giving me a new experience, giving me something more than just a simple game where you just pretty much just do the same stuff over and over again. As much as I never really wanted to admit it before, I just never said, I will say it now. Um, so yeah, Clash Royale is probably one of the best games that I have actually tried. And shout out to the person I talked about who has taught and trolled me on that game quite a lot. And well, I must say, I got fun memories from that. Memories I can actually cherish for once and not feel guilty about something other than the fact that, well, unless I absolutely do horrible, then yeah, then maybe I'll feel guilty about it. But at the same time, it's just fun for fun, really. And it gives just a brighter idea on what games are truly just more appealing to be about, or something, I guess, or something to that effect. But yeah, very initiative to new ways of new times, new memories, new gestures, and gasps of moments of winning and losing, and never giving up, just finding more ways to try it in rather than just one way. It's quite interesting. Gives more of a detailed gives more of a detailed experience rather than just keeping at something and staying at it with the same thing over and over again. So yeah, it's well. I must say that game was well put together, and if I could play it every day for quite a while, I would. However, I've been quite losing a lot of interest into a lot of things recently. And here lately as well, I mean, I just got back into art not too long ago, and I already feel like playing it again. So probably because I haven't done it as more as I could have wanted to. But at the same time, I've been worrying about other things, life, and how I'm going to get through some of these obstacles, how I'm gonna make it, how I'm gonna do it. Oh, okay, well, no, not to slow down this horse on that barrel, unless I absolutely telling you to. Okay. Interesting to see. But yeah, so it's really well, it's a well put out theory of everything, and it's just really, it's more than I could say for most games, especially the one I play right now. Sure, it's fun, but it doesn't give like, doesn't really show anything better than just, oh, that pole. Rest in peace to that pole. I just got more time put on. Okay. Okay, so it's quiet. So, I'm not really used to this horse yet. Getting there. Learn more from this horse every day that I ride it. So, every time I do try and to train with it. Other than that fact that, well, we can't leap that high at times. Or we just can't jump anything. Hello. Since. Hello, jump. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you try to learn a horse. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and get to that checkpoint real fast. No, 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 no. That was a pain and a half. Let's see what happens. I'm not gonna promise much because it's typical. That back quarter, though, the struggle is real. Typical. You guys want to open up a conversation in this talk? Go ahead. I will more than likely try to join in. It's just my voice here, but I'm not going to promise anything. So in fact, I cannot even see the chat either. So hello to everyone who's watching right now, and welcome to this weird stream. Hope everyone is doing well today, as I'm going to be failing this one a lot. So, oh, rest in peace. Oh, rest in peace, girl. I can't run through that one. Can't run through it that way. So it's quite interesting. I'll keep calling that person. Just going to go ahead and keep it right there. Okay, let me see here. Where do I want to go? I guess I could head over to the Baronis racetrack and do that one. So it's interesting. Alright, time-wise. By the way, if you guys are wondering what that tractor noise was, it's this thing right here. So yeah. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get in with the training again. So, yeah, Clash Royale is probably my favorite, my top favorite game, if I should say. Of course, I'd always try to say it's something else, but I know it's really not, but, 4 SSO is my favorite, and then it still is a good game for me, but the toxic community between the SSO and AO is quite a lot, so that's why I don't really play some of these games much often anymore. So if I do, it's probably for a little bit, unless I'm hanging out with the club. Mine is actually inactive again. So I haven't been on for one day and it got inactive, so see the results of everything there. So one day I was inactive and actually came on that night. 3 members of the 5 were active, which was this one, which would be these 3 down here. But yeah, really, I guess in a way motivating for them. Alright, level 7. I'm gonna go check the champ time real quick too while I'm at it. Just to see how much time is left. Probably just right then be fine. So yeah. Okay. Worst. Also guys, don't fall on the fence. May fall flat first. Fall into it and then get a dangerous fall or something because these fences. I'm just say if you run into, they're pretty much your enemy. I'm not gonna lie. So are the bees and you kill first champ. There's a lot of things that are your enemies on this game. Trying to get over, trying to get around them. I must say the worst enemy is your rocks. Well, the glitch rocks, like that people always get stuck in. And so it's so irritating, arrogantly annoying because you just feel like you can get out of it, and then there's some rocks you think you can get out of it, but you can't. And oh my goodness, I could only imagine how people feel on this game that you can actually go through them like a ghost, especially NPC characters. And pretty much, I wonder how these NPC characters feel about us being able to go through them like a ghost as well, but you can almost go through anything like ghosts. That's mainly just the players and the NPC characters. Like, I'll test your theories. I'll show you guys in a minute why. This is crazy. Maybe I thought it would check chat. Okay, let's say an hour and 10 minutes. Alright guys, time to test you guys' theories here. Test my theory as well, so watch and learn. We're gonna go find an NPC character here. That's another person on SSO. There's one up here. I'm sure there's one up here. Yeah, there is. Okay. This is NPC characters are your non-player characters, pretty much. Anyways, I'm just gonna go straight to this NPC here. They're ghosts. where it goes. We can go straight through. We can just go straight through and be like, whoa, what just happened? Okay, guys. So anyways, see that. And see something just a little bit interesting. I'm just gonna go diving off the foot. Alright, let me go find an NPC. Let me go find an actual player now. Oh. Oh, that's Rust in peace. I can always go look at Steve. Steve has a lot of people over there at times. You just go and be like tactics and like, hello. I just don't want to do this to starter player because, you know, starters, I, I don't know why. I got a soft spot for people as starters. And here, we start as a player now. Most people, some but not all, I do not have a soft spot for. I saw writers because they're just so arrogant or ignorant. I mean, not childish sometimes, although they say they're older than what some people call them to be. Not quite exactly. Yeah. I'm just gonna go through this person right here. You can pretty much go through anyone else goes. It's not gonna matter who. I'm going to say sorry to that person I just walked through. I was giving a testimonial experience. So yeah. So I think this is just going to be the end of the live stream for now. Not much I know, but it was fun. My computer is about to die, so yeah, pretty much interesting to see how you can just go through people. Okay, I'm not on anything from here. Well, yeah, anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry about my voice being so mellow. Trying to get used to it as well. And it's gonna be cool. Next stream might be a little bit longer. I don't know when I'll be doing the next stream now. I'll try and have my video edit uploaded sometime by next week, so I can go along with the other ones I currently have a sneak peek for. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you had fun watching, and we'll talk to you later.